I mean, how do you feel about the war? I mean, I know you have friends that might be in there.
Yes, I'm worried about them. And after they will be home, I don't care what happens with Gaza. I really don't.
You don't care?
I don't care. Shoot them all. I don't care. I don't care.
That right there is a sentiment I've heard repeatedly from grieving, traumatized Israelis. Shoot them all, eliminate Gaza, erase it. And off in the distance, where plumes of black smoke are rising out of Gaza, Israel is retaliating hard. Israel's government has vowed to take out Hamas and is expanding its military campaign in Gaza just a few miles away, where at least 2,700 people have been killed. More than 800 are children. It's under siege, civilians are trapped inside, neighborhood blocks are reduced to rubble, and access to the devastation in Gaza is harder to recount with so few journalists inside. The borders are sealed. It's not the kind of response Noy Katzman wants, even though they, like Don Olam, have lost so much. Their brother was killed in the attack in a different community. When I return from Be'eri, I meet them in a cafe in Jerusalem before the start of the Jewish mourning ritual.
It's tough days. We're sitting here Shiva, it's 7 days after the funeral.
Yeah.
In Judaism, where you sit and everyone comes and shares our condolences.
Their brother's name?
Chaim, which means life in Hebrew.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Hayim Katsman was one of 30 Americans killed in the attack. When Hamas gunmen stormed into the community, he hid in a safe room in his home in Cholit, about a mile from the Gaza border, with his neighbor and her 2 children.
And the terrorists came and they bombed the door.
Hayim was hiding in the closet when they shot him.
And finally, at 2 a.m. or something, they found his body, and then they called me and told me.
In life, Hayim Katsman was a peace activist. If your brother were alive, what would he want to happen in his name? If he had a say in what would happen in the reaction to his killing?
I'm sure he would say that we should never kill innocent people. I'm sure he would have called them to stop. I just don't understand who this helps. It just helps the government maybe that the people will think they do something, but it doesn't help the people. Does it make me feel better that so many Palestinians are killed in Gaza? No.
Who do you blame for what happened to your brother?
I don't blame anyone, but I do have expectations from my country, and my basic expectation from my government is to give security and safety to all of the people, and they for sure fail for that. And my government, instead of saying, okay, we failed, maybe we need to do something else, they're saying, oh, we need to kill more Palestinians, now we're going to really destroy the Hamas. Like I'm just 27, and I remember them saying it so many times. So, of course there's a revenge and the good feeling, they killed us, we killed them. But what about our safety? And my brother isn't safe for sure.
And why do you feel like it's important to talk about this publicly?
Well, I just believe that the majority of people in Israel and Palestine lose from this situation. What does it mean winning now after my brother and 1,000 people are dead? We want safety. There's a very small amount of people that earn from this situation. If it's right-wing politicians who gain power from violence and hate.
When you say you want something different, you want safety, what would that look like when you think about the reaction you wish happened for your brother?
Well, my brother wrote that in his doctorate, that he wants justice and security for everyone who lives between the Jordan and the sea. Managing the conflict doesn't work. Every time there's a different terror attack. That's what happens when you manage a conflict. I'm sorry to tell you. And you need basic understanding of how people feel. And if after they kill us 1,000 people, we're going to kill them 3,000, that's not understanding of people. Because these people will grow up and hate us even more.
As Katzman speaks in this open-air cafe, people begin to stare.
I was not afraid. People are looking at me and I'm afraid they didn't like what I said.
Then the waitress walks up to our table.
What is this interview for?
Interview for NPR.
Okay, and is it pro-Palestinian, pro-Israeli?
It's pro-life, and my brother died on Saturday, and he was a peace activist, and I'm talking in his name. That's a problem. Israelis only care if something is pro-Palestinian or pro-Israel. It's a symbolic. We don't care about the safety of our lives. We don't care about people who are getting killed in thousands. We only care if it's pro-Palestinian or pro-Israel. Who cares? All of this question is a distraction if it's pro-Palestinian or pro-Israel. People die. People die from both sides. That we're going to kill 3,000 Palestinians, so that's pro-Israel now? No, of course not.
See, Noy Katzman tells me, violence emboldens extremism in their society and among Palestinians. It's a cycle that needs to break. We say goodbye, and they head home to mourn with their family.